Hey guys, what's up? I don't know if you can tell what my new thing is that I got. Ooh, sorry. Can you guys hear me or is it like a weird... Oh, hold on. It's a bit too loud. Can you guys hear me or is it too like screechy? Because I don't know why for some reason when I hear it back it's like a high-pitched... Okay, no. Now it's not doing it. I don't even know why. Hey, what's up, Subjet? Ivid 40s? S4? I don't know what... Hi. Hello. Hey, what's up, Shania? So, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I have a new camera. This is a legit camera. I've had this camera for a while now. I've had it for months for sure. It's been sitting in this like thing right next to me. But I haven't, like my webcam was really good and I was like, well, because we were going to use the camera for something else. And I was like, well, like my webcam is just really good. I'm not going to end up using it. And this camera was like $600. And then recently the webcam has been messing up. And so it's been, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but it'll flash. Like I know the last couple of videos that I did, it would flash like this weird green thing like on the screen. And then whenever I would go to like I went and changed out the cord, I've changed the port, I've done everything except for obviously change the camera, and this camera hasn't done it, at least not yet, so. It's a little bit warm in here though, for sure. The only thing, because this is a legit camera, the light, like you can especially tell that the light is all, it looks different. It kind of looks cool, but at the same time, I mean, you know, it's obviously, like it just does it. I can hear louder than normal for my setting. I messed with the volume as well. I think I bumped it up a little bit. I did that for streaming and recording. I thought it looked different. Yeah, the only thing is because I literally just set it up, so I feel like the lighting still needs to be different. Which one? Probably the right one. I don't think I need to make it cooler, but maybe like brighter. I just don't want it to like blind me. That's really hella bright. For me anyway. Maybe we'll like dumb it down a little bit. My little brother is here with me now. Oh, what's up, little brother? Maybe bump that one up a little bit, because technically you're supposed to have like, I need a light like technically behind me or whatever, I guess. It's just so bright. Holy shit. It's so much brighter than... let me see. I might mess with the filters on the camera. Ooh, nope. Oh, nope. Okay. Hold on. I wonder if you can totally see my scar now, though. And everything else on my face. I don't want the lights to be, like, crazy bright. But obviously enough to where you guys can see me. Can you guys hear my dog barking? Wait, is that going... Oh, that's going down. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's too much. I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. I'm remembering the number I put it on, though. I'm, like, barely moving it. I don't want it to be gray, though. Maybe I'll bump it down a little bit. Is that okay? I feel like... What do you guys think? Because I feel like I've been staring at it for too long now. I feel like I'm seeing gray. Maybe we'll do a happy medium between the other one that I had. I think that one looks okay. The only issue with this camera is I do have this light on, like this one light. Oh, excuse all the stuff that's on the couch, by the way, because my wife has COVID, and so I work from home, so I work in here, and then she'll be in here, so I can, like, take care of her and stuff. So there's like a sleeping bag and stuff on the couch. I did bump my chair up all the way. So this is where hold on, let me see if I can get it. So this is where I used to be, not quite that low. Enough for my feet to touch the ground. Like, that's probably where I was at. I might not sit all the way up, but because I don't want to be too low. It looks gray. Does it still look gray? Because like I said, I can't tell. I might boost the contrast up a little bit because I do look hella white. Although I am hella white, so now you guys know, like, now you guys just know. Hold on, I can't look at it on that little screen. I was waiting on one cord to come in. Oh, is that making me more white? Oh, I feel like that's making me more white. Nope. Not that much. Saturation. Do I need less saturation? No. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. I'm not that white. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit, though. I'll lower the brightness, too, because I don't want it to look white. Maybe I'll have it to where I initially thought I would have it at. I feel like that looks good. That might be a little bit too much. I feel like my... Sorry if you hear like a bunch of clicks because I'm just like doing it a little bit at a time. I'm mainly looking at like the red, the green, and then my face. To try to get all of the colors. I feel like that's okay. Maybe. I feel like it's a little bit better than what it was. All right, let's see if we can have some music going on here too. I've been having issues with this browser though, so we'll see. Oh, that's a little loud on my end. Oh, well, now you guys can't hear it. I don't know what's been up with this browser lately. Oh, wait, I think that's Google Chrome, isn't it? That could be why. What's been up with you guys, though, whilst I'm trying to do this? I don't know why it's not... Oh, wait. No? Is this it? Maybe we'll try it through... We can try it through the other one. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. Okay, I'm slouching way too much. It's because my monitor is so low. I feel like I'm super high up now, though. Okay, hold on. I do have to lower myself a smidge. Is that enough? Maybe. Oh. It's not used to the chair height here. My feet don't even touch the ground. I feel like I still need to change the saturation. There's a little bit too much reds. Carlos says hi. Hey, Carlos. There we go. I feel like that one's better. I keep saying that though, so I don't know. You guys, it has been a crazy week. Crazy week. Between Anna testing positive for COVID and like... I've been doing more stuff on at my job. Switching over cameras is a lot. I had to get, because I had the camera, so that was one thing. I had to get, I had to get a cam link, the dummy battery, the HDMI cord, the mount. So I got 4 things, and it probably cost, I think it was a smidge over $200. But, yeah. But it was a good thing because I actually went to go try and record, there's not going to be a video out tomorrow because I tried to record something this morning and, I couldn't because my camera was messing up. I did the intro, but when I did the intro, the camera was doing the weird glitchy green thing a lot in the intro. So I was like, well, shit. So I couldn't do that. Am I on? I think I've been on Firefox. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense of why the other one wasn't doing anything. Why won't you do anything? There we go. Ow. But it's still not showing through... I don't know. I don't know what's up with the... I don't know. I'll get it figured out. We'll figure it out later. Let me finish what I was saying, though. Okay, so oh, no, I think I did finish what I was saying. See, there's just so much going on right now. My whole recording schedule has been off, though, because... And I don't mean to blame Anna. But I've been, like, taking care of her and doing more stuff with her since she's been, like, home. And... So typically we'll do more stuff because I still have to work during the day. Luckily I work from home though. So we'll like do stuff at night or whatever. So the only time I really have time to like record is in the mornings, at least for like this week. So I've recorded a bunch of stuff in the morning. So my whole morning schedule kind of got thrown off, but... I was gonna try to record that one thing today, but the last piece that I needed to make this camera like a webcam was, the micro HDMI cord. I always want to call it a micro USB cord, but it's not. I spent like an hour at Office Depot yesterday, and, Office Depot and Target, because I went to Office Depot. They don't have a micro HDMI cord. The guy told me that, but I have, like, there's 2 different ports for the camera, and I have a million HDMI cords, and quite a bit of the other cord, I either needed an HDMI to a USB, or the micro HDMI to the HDMI cord. Could not find either one of those. So... spent like an hour trying to figure out, because I was thinking, because I have like a bunch of cords, and I'm like, how can I do this as cheap as possible? And like, I don't know. So anyway, I had to end up ordering it on Amazon, so, which that's what I do most of the time anyway. I order it off of Amazon. Hi Cassidy, yes, show me. The camera's new. I feel like I'm still shiny. I wonder, I bet it's because of this, because I bumped it up too much. Bump it up a smidge. There we go. What about this one? There we go. I'll have to, let me take a picture of it. All right, I'm going to send it to myself. I'm airdropping it to my Mic Mini. I think I said Mic Mini. Mac Mini. Okay, so let me see. Open. Because I want to show you guys. I just have to add... Let me see. Why can't I freaking figure out how to do anything. I swear, Mac is completely different than PC on like trying to add all these different things. Oh, here we go. We'll just add an image. We'll just do that. Where would it be though? I don't want to save it. I might have to. Oh, maybe it would be under shared. I don't, okay, fine. Yes, I said yes. Dear Jesus. Oh, it won't do it. Hold on. I mean, worst case, I'll just put it on Twitter and you guys can see it on Twitter, but I hate that it's like not. Sorry, trying to figure it out. Still learning. Haha, nice. It looks great. Quality, I mean. Yes, I know. Like I said, please excuse the big old sleeping bag over there. Anna's been laying there while I've been working. Where the... Video capture device, that's not what I want. Cam view looks good. Thanks, babes. Also, oh my gosh, please give Anna all my well wishes, please. Well, she's in the chat now, I guess. She's in her office right now, I think. She was. Oh, you're not gonna let me... It's not gonna let me copy it either. You know what? Hold on. I don't know why it came across like that. Ooh. I mean, I guess I could always just show you through the... You know what? Hold on. We're just gonna do this, I guess. Delete draft. That. We'll just show it back in the camera. That's what it looks like. So it's a legit one. Before I had... I'll show you what I had before. What's it? Oh, crap. I threw it in the back of the drawer. Oh, sorry. Still getting used to the chair height here. But this is what I used to have. I don't know why I'm like pointing it at... I'm like pointing it at the screen so that I can see it. So this is what... that's what I used to have. Oh, it's taken the... I'm trying to get it to focus on the camera. So that's what I used to have. And it worked really well. Up until it didn't. I guess, I mean, duh. But, so it worked really well for like a year, I think I had this thing as a webcam. Pretty much I got it as soon as it came out. As soon as AverMedia released it, I bought it and it was, it worked really well, but it just eventually just, I don't know, I don't want to blame it on me using it all the time because I feel like that's what the point of it is, to be used all the time, you know, but I wonder, it almost looks like it's the same width. Okay, so I can change the zoomage also, and I'm moving to the side because I don't want it to be like super zoomed in, but so like now you guys know what I have in my fridge. Okay. So there's that. I can change the zoomage. I don't think that's a word, but zoomage on the camera. And, And then, that's what I was, so I think it's the same width though as the other one. I would like it to be a little bit, like, eventually I think I would like to get a lens that would be wider, but it looks about the same to me, or at least not enough as a, like, as really like a noticeable difference. I feel like most people aren't really gonna care on, like, what they see on, like, what I have on that side of the room, which isn't a lot. I have a couch, and that's about it. Couch and wall shelves. A couch, wall shelves, a couple of end tables. That's pretty much it. Not a lot of stuff you're missing there. You can even see, I mean, you can see the couch, but you can't see the wall shelves because it's too dark. Just in case if Anna's not in here anymore, I'll tell her that you said that you hope that she feels better. Euphoria episodes need to come faster. Shake my head. I know. You know what? I'll be really surprised, though. I honestly thought that this episode that just came out yesterday. Yeah, it just came out yesterday. Well, my reaction came out just yesterday. I didn't think it was gonna perform as good as some of the others. It was a great episode, but I don't know. I just sometimes, especially when you've been doing this for a while, I'm gonna take these out because there's no music playing. When you've been doing it for a while, sometimes you can get a pretty good gist of, like, how well you think something's gonna perform. And that one just shot it out of the water. And I'm like, what the heck? But I think it's mainly, I want to say it's mainly because of the Cal and Derek scene, or scenes, is what made it, like, pretty popular. I almost made a thumbnail from a Cal and Derek scene, but sometimes I don't want to do a thumbnail of, like, an opening scene, because then I feel like most people wouldn't want to watch it. Anyway, so, and then, yeah, so sometimes I'm shocked by how good or how not so good some of the stuff performs sometimes, but for the most part, I have a pretty good gist now of, like, what's gonna perform well or not. And that one was really good. Like, it's a 1 out of 10. I don't know if you guys know how, like, the analytics work or anything on YouTube, but it's it's the number 1 video out of the, like, most recent videos that I posted, which I think it's, like, they'll do top 10 out of, like, technically 28 days or something. So it's number 1. That's why I'm like, oh, it's, like, that's weird. Out of all the ones that I've uploaded, it was number 1. Oh, it ended up slowing down a bit, though. I will give it that. It ended at, like, where it's at now is number 1, but when it first released, the Rebel Day finale was number 1. Rebel Day 8, 4, 5, 6, and then Euphoria. And then Rebel Day 3, 7, Euphoria 2, and Rebel Day 1. No, Rebel Day 2. There was something else I was going to say, and I don't remember what I was going to say now. Crap. What was I going to say? How are you? Did you get infected too? No, I did not. Weirdly. I know, Anna's like... Well, so... Anna started not feeling well. She woke up Sunday and she didn't feel that well Sunday, but she thought it was, like, her allergies. So, which I have insanely bad allergies. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. that you have like bad allergies, but I don't have bad allergies. And hold on, I dropped the thingy. So I was like, oh, that's weird, you know. But she took allergy medicine and stuff, and then I think that was about it. Sorry, I keep shaking the table. She took allergy medicine, and then we went to go have brunch with my parents, because it used to be a weekly brunch, but now I think we're gonna turn it into monthly, just because all of us have too much stuff going on. But anyway, we went to brunch with my parents, and she felt fine, like fine. She just thought it was allergies, and then Sunday night she ended up having a fever. Monday she felt like utter shit. She had a fever from Sunday night all the way until yesterday, I think. Yesterday morning, I want to say. But she tested Monday for COVID. Was it Monday? Yeah, she tested Monday for COVID. She got negative. And then she went back. So she only went to the clinic to get tested for COVID on Monday. They said, no, you're negative for COVID. So then she's like, okay, well, now I'm going to make an appointment to like see what I do have. And we were thinking, if it's not COVID, then it's flu. So, because she has fever, her body was starting to ache. And so she made another appointment. She went yesterday. And I was supposed to go to the dentist yesterday, which is a whole nother story I'll tell you about in a minute. So she went back to the doctor yesterday, and then they tested her again because like all of her symptoms and everything. So they tested her again, and then she got positive. So, I was like, well, so she ended up being positive for COVID. She lost her voice for a little while. I think now she's gaining her voice back because, from like all of the medicine and everything. She lost her voice yesterday, like it started yesterday morning, and then now she's starting to get it back a little bit. And I don't believe she has a fever anymore. I don't think she has a fever. Her body's still sore, and then her throat is still sore. So, but I think her stuff is just not as intense as it was, so there's that. And then, so, I don't know if you guys, I don't know who all of you are patrons, on here from my Patreon, but, so you guys saw the, like, unedited version of, Rebelde, the finale, and I had a terrible toothache. I was complaining about it in the unedited version, and then I just cut it out for the edited. But so it was about a week ago, and I have an electric toothbrush, and I was doing something I needed to use my hands for something, so I put the toothbrush like in my mouth, and I accidentally like bit on it because I think it was like starting to come out of my mouth or something. So I bit on it to try to catch it because it was a reflex. And when I went to go, like when I bit on it, the electric shock went up through my tooth and it hurt so bad. And I was like, well, I'm like, it hurt instantly, but then it went away. So I was like, okay, well, that really hurt. So and then the next day, like, it was just starting to hurt more and more and more, like, as I was eating something or drinking something or, like, whatever. And I'll, like, hurry up and wrap this up, by the way, because I know it's not, like, that much of an entertaining story, but, I had a terrible toothache for, like, a week, basically, so I made an appointment. I was waiting for my insurance to come through, because I got a new job or whatever, and so, got access to my insurance and everything, so, God, made an appointment, was supposed to have it at 1 o'clock yesterday. And Anna, so we're using one car right now because Anna's fixing some stuff on her truck. So we're using one car. So Anna's like, well, I should be back in time, but just in case if you're not, just like see if you can Uber or something to your dentist appointment. So, and this is before we knew she had COVID. Because I remember that she was negative the day before. And so I texted my mom and I was like, hey, I was wondering if you could just drop me off to my dentist because I was like, if not, no big deal. I'll just Uber or whatever. And so my mom was like, yeah, I'll take you, I'll drop you off and then Anna can like pick you back up. And so, and then I got the news, like, luckily the timing was perfect. I got the news that she was positive like 15 minutes before my mom was supposed to come get me. So I'd called my mom, but she didn't answer because I think she was like doing something. I think she was on a call at work or something. And so I called her back. She didn't answer. I texted her and I was like, hey, don't come get me. Cause, I was like, Anna just tested for COVID again and she got positive. So then I called the doctor, or not the doctor, the dentist, and told them, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to come in because my wife tested positive for COVID. I said, I'm fine. Like, I'm good, but, she tested positive. And so they were like, yeah, we definitely appreciate that, and so the dentist was like, well, here, tell me about your symptoms or whatever. He's like, cause I'm looking at your x-rays and there's no sign of infection or, like, he's like, I don't think, you don't have a cavity, like, I don't know, like, tell me what's going on. And so I was like, so I told him the whole story and he told me something I didn't even know was possible. So he's like, you bruised your, what did he say? Oh, you bruised a ligament in your tooth. And I was like, you can do that? And he's like, yeah. He was like, it's more common than you think. He's like, it's not like super common. Cause I was like, I've never heard of that at all. But he said, especially if you like go to bite on something, cause your like ligament lays on your tooth pretty much. So if you bite on something like hard enough or sharp enough, then it'll kind of get that tooth to kind of like trigger the, ligament. And so, and I told him about the toothbrush thing and he goes, oh yeah. He's like, it's more common when people have like an electric toothbrush too, because it's like, it'll send that shock right up through that tooth and it'll bruise the, ligament. I don't know why I keep forgetting the word ligament. But anyway, so he said that, he's like, the pain should go away. Now it's like, it's tolerable. So, like Saturday, I was like applying Orajel like nobody's business. Like every time like the Orajel was starting to wear off, I just reapply more and then took ibuprofen and everything. So, yeah, it was crazy. But, and then Sunday at brunch, I was like, oh, it feels good now, which I had a Bloody Mary. And so I was like, oh, I should have just been drinking alcohol this whole time because maybe it's the alcohol that made it feel better. Cause we don't really drink anymore. We're just socially drinkers now at this point. Cause we don't really drink that much. But anyway, so I was like, oh, I didn't know you can bruise a ligament in your tooth. Fun fact. You learn something new every day. But he's like, if the pain doesn't go away in like a week or two, then just call me back and we'll try to schedule something. Then of course, whenever like Anna doesn't have COVID. So yeah, that's been going on this past week. Cause I think I did it Wednesday night. It was either Wednesday night or Thursday night. It was at nighttime, I remember. But anyway, now I'll finish reading your guys' comments. Poor Anna, I hope she recovers soon. All the social distance hugs for Anna. I know. Yep. She's been off of work all this week, of course. What did you think of the first episode of Hawkeye? Absolutely love it. I love Haley Steinfeld. Funny thing is like, I disliked Haley Steinfeld so much, like, growing up. I don't even really know why. I think it's just because, like, when I was, because when I first started watching her stuff, it was like, I don't know if I was in high school anymore. I think I might have been college or something, but, like, people were like, oh my gosh, Haley Steinfeld is, like, so hot. So I think I was, like, secretly jealous for some reason. And, like, obviously, like, there's nothing to be jealous of because it's, like, when would the chance of, like, anyone that I would like her? You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately like like her in person, in reality. And so I think I just had a weird, like, vendetta. Not even a vendetta, but, like, I don't know. I just didn't really like her. And then I think it was Dickinson that really just changed my mind. I was watching Dickinson. I was like, well, I'm not a huge fan of Haley Steinfeld, but, like, I heard this was really good, so I'm going to watch it. And then, like, fell in love with Haley Steinfeld. I was like, ah, yep. So I loved it. I loved it not just because of Haley Steinfeld, but that was a huge part. And I started liking, I did watch, so I watched Black Widow as well, and I really liked Black Widow. That was probably one of my favorite things, is same as the most recent Spider-Man movie. Those were really good. But typically I'm not a huge superhero show movie fan, but it was really good. Hey, what's up, Steve? It looks so good. Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's why Anna says thanks. Oh, wow, I had no idea that was a thing either. Yeah, no idea. That's why I was like, oh, I should tell them, because I had no freaking clue. He's like, yeah, it's like you bruising any other part of, like, your body. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be tender for a while, and then it'll go away. So I was like, oh, I did not know that you could do that. Did not know that was a thing. I'm glad the pain has eased now. Oh my God. Saturday, I could not hardly talk. And then I was like, crap. And I'm like, because I have to record the finale of Rebel Day. And so I'm like, well, if it's too intense, I'm not going to record, because then it's not going to be a good, like, reaction. It's not going to be a good recording, because I'm not going to be able to talk, let alone have, like, a genuine, like, interest and reaction into it, which I felt like I wasn't, like, 100%, but I did feel well enough to like watch it and react to it and everything. But you could tell in that video, I kept kind of like, I was like doing this and I'm like kind of like like pressing against it, or I would talk and sometimes I would like cover my mouth or something, just because I was self-conscious that it was hurting so bad. I learned something new tonight. Didn't know that was a thing either. I know, right? It's crazy. I was wondering if anyone else had heard of something like that. I did not know. And I told my mom too, and she's like, I didn't know you could do that. And same with Anna. I was like, none of us knew that you could do that. I feel it occasionally sometimes. It's mainly when I go to chew something, it hurts like sometimes. But at least it was one point, like, I think it was, Friday night, I think, where I was like, I didn't sleep at all that night because it was just hurting so bad. You guys, I'm so happy with the camera. I'm not getting the glitchy green thing. I was really hoping that it wasn't like another issue. I was hoping it wasn't the port, or it wasn't something with the software. And it was just, I kind of had a feeling it was the camera. So it's like, crap. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know why I've been saying secretly lately. But yeah. I'm so late to the party. Hello. So what is this something new? The camera. I'll show it again. I went to go click, like I thought this was my phone for a minute. I went to go like click on it to, wow. But that's what it looks like. Hold on, let me get it to cover my face so that it'll focus. That's what it looks like. Do I not have lesbian nails, or like what? I have no nails. Although, to be honest, I just clipped them like yesterday, I think. Sometimes I accidentally get them like a little bit longer than I would like. But I don't bite on my nails. I don't bite on them, so... you guys can actually see details in in things like myself or the room or something. You guys can tell like I have like there's a freckle, but then there's also like a spot right there. There's an oil spot right there. Like you guys can actually see details now. It's a good thing and a bad thing, I feel like. Oh, nice camera. Thank you. Like I said, we've had the camera for, I want to say we've had the camera for like, I think it's been more than 6 months actually. It has been more than 6 months because I feel like, because we were talking about what we were going to use the camera for. It was like back in May. So about 8 months or so, 7, 8 months. And it's been like basically just sitting here next to me this whole time. And it's like, when we bought it, it was this, well, we bought it with like a combo pack. Like we bought it with a camera, a bag, and like other stuff. So it was like $650. The camera by itself was like $600, but with the pack it was like $650. So we got a pretty good deal out of it. But it was just chilling here right next to me, and my like I have this shelf thing that's in like some of my older videos that used to be right here. It's just over here off to the side. It's out of shot. I have a lot of, I love this thing. I have a lot of things in here. Because I'll go and it's like easy access. I have tissues just in case something makes me cry. I have some like wires. Some like pins. Because actually I work from home. So that's what these 2 monitors are for. And this laptop. And then my other stuff down there. But yeah, so I've got like office equipment. A knife. Randomly. A lighter. Ow. I have Dayquil over here. Dayquil! That was when I had my sinus infection, because I just always had medicine around me. I just haven't put it back in our medicine cabinet. But yeah, so it was just chilling over here next to us. We basically spent $650 on this camera. And we hadn't used it. Well, that's a lie. We used it like once. So yeah. But I was like, I might as well use it. And then I think it was good timing because I think it was actually right before my webcam was starting to like do the weird fritzy green spazzy thing. And I was like, you know what? I was like, with a new year, and I was like, because I like did the math and I was like, it was only $200 for like to make it a webcam. So I was like, why not? So I was like, we spent the money on the camera, and so I got the stuff. The last thing came in today, so I went ahead and set it up. I hate that there's not going to be a video tomorrow though, because it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been a good video because the camera, and I almost think that the camera, if I would have used it one more time, I felt like it was gonna just die. It was just gonna have the, what is it called, the black screen of death or something. What do they say? Or but it was a green screen of death or something, because that's like what it was. And you guys, like I said, you guys can see it, especially in the video that went out today in the intro, when I was like talking, like when I went through the intro, like I couldn't cut it up because then it would just look weird or whatever, so I just left it. But that's what I was talking about, because it would do it constantly. And then today it was just really bad, so I was like, shit. So I don't have anything to go out tomorrow. With the new camera, are you able to try this sitting on the couch reaction, or was there a different reason you nixed that? Can I be honest with you? It's a little bit selfish. Or not selfish. That's not the right word. I don't know what's the word I want to say for that. I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in that angle. And it was mainly just because of me, I feel like. So I actually have that wall mount still. So we bought the camera initially for Anna and I were gonna do something together using a camera. We were gonna, and not something freaky, by the way. Let me just go ahead and say that, not something freaky. Like, we didn't get the camera for anything like that. But we got a camera because we were gonna like basically like do our own YouTube channel or whatever. But that just, we were like, no, because it was just too much, because EvoQK was just a lot, and it still is. But anyway, so we got it because we were planning on using it for like that type of stuff, and then I was like, well, let me use it for like EvoQK or whatever. Anyway, the only issue with that, okay, so there was more than one issue. The initial issue I said was the main thing of like why I didn't end up doing it is because of the angle. So it didn't make me look good. It didn't make me look good at all. It was terrible. I just had like, you know, I don't take good photos at all, but when I'm on a video camera, it's completely different. Like, I feel fine, and I don't know what my brain does. I cannot take a good photo to save my life. The only good photos I have ever taken in life are like ones that I don't know are being taken, because I feel like if I know I'm being photographed, I look weird. So, but anyway, so I had the wall mount still in there because it's got, like, if I take it out, there's like huge assholes that we put through the wall to put it up. So there's a wall mount over there. We hooked it up, but, the second reason why it didn't work out is because the battery life doesn't last that long. The battery life in a Sony only lasts for like maybe 30 minutes. So it doesn't last long enough for like a reaction. The only way it would have worked is like in this case. And again, mainly it was because of the way I didn't like the way I looked at that angle. Sometimes I get in these like I've been suffering from quite a bit of mental health stuff lately. That wasn't lately, but my mental health stuff comes in like spurts. And that was one of them. I have these weird, like these things that trigger my my anxiety and other mental health stuff, and that's one of them. Is like photos. Like I said, video camera completely fine. I am completely good with that, but for some reason, photos freaks me out, and I can't ever get it. So, but yeah, there's a couple of reasons. But we use this. So this is like also our media room. So we use it. Obviously, it's my office for like EvoQK, my full-time job. And then we'll come in here, and there's a TV up here. See, it's barely in the shot. You can see it, like the bottom of it is right there. So we'll watch. We actually been binge rewatching Whitworth. We're already at like the end of season 3, and we just started a couple days ago because Anna's been chilling in here for the most part while she's been sick. So, but yeah, the TV's still in here, so it's like our media room too. So we use everything. The only thing we don't use is that camera wall mount over there. But yeah, I think it is a blue screen. Oh, the blue screen of death. Well, this camera had a green screen of death. But I look better with like a camera that's pretty close on my face. It's pretty opposite of like what most people feel like. I feel like most people want to take like a far away shot or something. But it's the opposite for me. And sometimes even when I took like selfies, it was okay because it was like close up. I don't know. I don't know. It's iffy. It was iffy. Like when I was on Tinder way back when Anna and I like met on Tinder, when I was on Tinder way back when, I did. And another thing, the only way I could take a decent looking photo is if I didn't smile. And so in like all of my selfies on Tinder, it was like me just like with my RBF. And Anna's like, she's like, I swiped because like, hello, you're like really pretty. But also she's like, I had a feeling that like if you actually smiled, like you would have been like way prettier. So like, of course, like I wanted like to go on a date with you or whatever. So I was like, oh well, there you go. But I'll have to show you guys. I wonder if I can find it, like an old Tinder photo of myself. Oh, that's gonna be embarrassing. But I'll try to see if I can find it. I still have it because I saw it the other day and I was like, oh my. When I talked to my best friend about possibly giving you some of Henry's old baby clothes, and she said that's all good, and for me to just let her know when you are pregnant, and she will look through for any gender neutral clothes, and if you happen to have a boy, she will look through the rest. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like Anna and I don't know what Anna's stance would be. I don't care. If it's pink, if we have a boy, if we have something pink, I'm gonna put pink on our son. If it's a girl, then I'm gonna put blue on our daughter. Like, it doesn't really bother me. For Anna, it might be different. But I don't care. I hate that, like, items are so, like, gender specific. You know? There's a lot of places that still do that. Like, McDonald's. Like, if you're a boy for a Happy Meal toy, it's like, you get a race car, or you get an action figure, or something, like, cool, right? Well, okay, this is my opinion. Or if you're a girl, then you get, like, a doll, or, like, something super, super girly, or, you know, whatever. So that, when my mom used to take us to go to McDonald's, and they would ask, they were like, oh, is it for a girl or for a boy? She would always say, it's for a boy, because I wanted the boy toys more than I wanted the girl toys. But I'm like, why can't a race car thing be for girls? Why can't an action figure be for girls? Why can't, like, it just didn't really make sense. I don't know. So, I don't care. The color thing, it doesn't bother me either. I like this setup anyway, just wondering. I do not like a lot of change, so cool with me. I I like change. Anna and I actually talked about this the other day or whatever, but I like change. Change is such a. I feel like. Have you ever heard the phrase of like, change is constant, or like your constant is change, and that's just like totally me, because there's so much stuff that has happened to me throughout life. Like countless things. I mean, I could go on and on and on for hours about all these different crazy things that have happened to me in life. Because I've always had, things were never the same. Like, I never had just like a constant thing, like a constant motion that happened through me in life. My life was like all over the freaking place. So like, change is my constant. And so I don't dislike change. I think there's sometimes that I wish that there would be more like consistent consistent things, or like whatever, but I feel like I would get bored. I don't know. But I understand too much change. And then that's another trigger for my mental health. Is too much change all at once. But I don't know how to like. It's hard for me to learn from that, though. Have you watched The Chestnut Man yet? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. A lot of crazy stuff has been going on lately, speaking of. I would offer hugs, but I know you don't like that. So I offer whatever your preferred method of comfort is. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know. I'm not a big hugger. And it's not like anything like personal or anything by any means. It's just like, I don't know. I've never been a big hugger. And I feel like my siblings are not really big huggers either. I feel like I'm the worst one when it comes to hugs, though. My brother and I always just do like a side hug thing. My brother always tries to like full on hug me, though, and I'm like, oh. I don't know what it is, because I feel like my thing with hugs is I don't know how to hug. Because there's like a million different ways that you can hug someone. And I know it's like based off of your relationship, right? So like, obviously you wouldn't hug your brother the same way that you would hug your partner. And so, but like, I don't know, like, how the are you supposed to hug? Like, And then you have the like the hug of like the acquaintance, like the weird side hug thing, and then you have like a friend. You have the like the over the shoulder under the arm thing where you like hug like that, and then it's, or you go the other way, or you do the over the shoulder underneath the arms. Like I overthink literally everything, and so anytime someone tries to give me a hug, I don't know what to do, and so then I'm like, if I awkwardly end up doing it, then they're gonna think I'm weird, and then it's like a whole thing. Like I have a whole mindset on a hug. I don't know. I have really no issue with any other form of physical contact. Handshake I'm good with. Kissing I'm good with. Obviously it depends on who that is. But like, what else? What other form of like, hand holding? Completely fine. It's a hug. The hug things always get me. It's weird. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Jose? Oh, I completely agree. I just didn't know you and Anna's stance on that, so that's why I was specific. Why I was specific. I don't, to be honest, I don't really know what Anna's stance is on it. I'll have to ask her. It's a good question. I feel like she wouldn't really care. Although I feel like she wouldn't care if we had a girl, like whether, like if it was like blue things or pink things or like whatever. But I feel like with a boy, she's more like, because Anna's like, our son is gonna play football and like do all this stuff and be manly. And I'm like, yeah, but what if he doesn't want to be like that? What if he doesn't want to play sports? What if he doesn't, like, what if he wants to listen to Cher with his other mom? What if he wants, like, what if he wants to be in theater or like be in musicals or drama class or something like that? What if he doesn't want to play football? And she's like, no. So I don't know. She might be a little bit different. My sister, who is 5, I'm assuming that's what you mean by that, wasn't happy when they gave her a girl toy. I know. Well, I was the same way, you know, when I was growing up. And they haven't really changed. At least, I mean, I don't know recently anyway, because I haven't gotten, we don't eat out that much. And also, if we do, I don't get a kid's meal. Could you react to the Fear Street movies if you have free time? I actually did. I reacted to the Fear Street movies, but it's on, they're all on Patreon. Because movies are a pain in the ass to edit. It's just, and you get more issues with movies. And I did want to react to them, so they're on my Patreon. They're not for, like, they're not for the very first tier, because it's unedited. So it's not for an option for the Minion tier, but it is for all the other tiers. Please. Yeah, that's fair. They aren't for everyone. I'm a big hugger. Will hug anyone and everyone. Touch is my love language. I duck with words. So my way of being like, I don't know words, but I love you. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm better. I'm not a very emotional person either, so physically showing emotions is always kind of like different for me. I don't know. I feel like with a partner though, I don't really have that issue. When I was with guys, I did. when I was with men, yes, I did have an issue showing any sort of emotional or physical or like mental or any of those type of like affections towards men. But with women, it's different. Oh, suck. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I suck. You suck. You suck with words. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say there. But yeah, so it's just so weird. Like I said, whenever I was in high school, like I remember everyone, like all the girls like had to have a boyfriend, and I'm like, why? And like, don't get me wrong, okay, this is gonna make me sound like a slut. I had a lot of boyfriends in high school. I didn't sleep with all of them. No, gross. I But like in high school, like every 2 weeks, I would flow through a different guy. So because my issue is like I wasn't forming any sort of connection. Like I wasn't forming a physical one, I wasn't forming an emotional one or anything. I wasn't understanding what was wrong. I knew it was me also, but at the same time I'm like, well, maybe this guy just isn't the right guy, you know, like cuz everyone would just tell you that all the time. So I was like, okay, so like I would flow through guys like every 2 weeks. There was one time, like when I was a senior, I did date a guy for a while. But I feel like it was just mainly because it was like we had the same interests. So, and I ended up becoming really close with his like family and stuff too. So, I felt like that's really why I stayed. But, oh, that sounds so bad. Okay. But anyway, that was like almost 10 years ago. That was almost 9 years ago. So, but I was like having issues, like having connections with guys. And so, during that time period, and then also like whenever I got out and was in college, I almost thought I was, asexual versus, a lesbian, but there was little things that would there's little things that would like kind of I don't know how to say like what word I'm thinking of. I always draw a blank. I feel like you guys probably think I'm like stupid sometimes because I can't ever freaking talk when I'm on stream. I like lose all of the words that I'm trying to say, but there was like little signs of the fact that I was like a lesbian, right? So it was I remember watching Prince of Persia, and the girl who plays, I don't even know what her name is. The girl who plays the princess or whatever the hell she is in Prince of Persia. She's not a prince. Is she a prince? She's a princess. Anyway, so yeah. She, especially there was one scene. There was one scene especially, like I remember the first time I had watched it, and then I had watched the movie like 50 million times. There was one scene where she had the little I don't know if you guys have watched Prince of Persia, but she had the like little sand, she had sand in her necklace or whatever, and the camera zoomed in on her like on her breast for like the sand, and then I'm like, I saw it and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, damn, she has like really nice looking breasts or whatever. But I always would like talk myself out of it and be like, but it's more of an appreciation. Like I feel like that's what I would like talk myself out of. And I was just like, it's more of an appreciation. It's okay. Like it's not anything weird. And then that was a big moment. And then of course, whenever I watched The L Word, that was big. I think that was really when I was like, because I grew up in a Bible Belt, so I didn't have hardly any knowledge of what that life was like, you know? Sorry, I have like something on my eyelash. Which first of all, they didn't teach us about LGBT anything when I was in school. Anything. Second of all, they were like, you cannot be anything LGBT because it's a big no-no and you're going to go to hell. So, like, we didn't ever talk about it. It wasn't ever taught in school. And then we didn't talk about it because, no, you just don't talk about stuff like that. A man is supposed to be with a woman. Like, that's what it was. And, so I didn't learn about any of that stuff. And then, and if any of you guys have seen The L Word, like, you know, it teaches you things. It might go a little bit extreme sometimes, but it teaches you, like, different things. And so, my sister watched The L Word first, and then she was telling me, she's like, you need to watch The L Word, it's so good, you know? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll watch it, because, you know, I like to watch shows. And so she's like, it's really good. You should watch it. So I watched it. And I think at first, like, I didn't realize it was about lesbians. I think I felt like it was just like a romantic, because I'm like, it's the L word. I thought it was love, not lesbian. But, so, but but I knew there was lesbians in it. So I wasn't like completely oblivious, but I didn't know it was like solely focused on like lesbians and gay people and like the LGBT community as a whole. And like, I think once I watched that and I like learned about that stuff, then I was like, oh, so all of these like things that I feel like I've been appreciating, like the princess from Prince of Persia, and like all of these other like hundreds of other moments that I've had where I talked myself out of it, that I was like, oh, that is not, yeah, it's not an appreciation. It's like, something else. So, I don't know. That sounds like my last relationship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the whole, where, like, the family thing, man, that's hard. When they have, like, a good family, like a supportive family, that's hard. But sadly, that's the main reason why I stayed. Which shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Because, honestly, if you're with someone, you should actually want to be with them and love them, and it just wasn't the case. I was similar, but instead of dating a bunch of guys, I would just claim to like a lot of guys, so people would just stop asking if I was gay or not. I wasn't, though. That's the thing. I don't think I've ever really, I would, like, date different guys, but I never really said, like, oh my gosh, this one guy is, like, just so hot, like, I just want to be with him or whatever. No, that wasn't me. If anything, I'd be, like, I would be single for, like, a day, if anything, and then I just go from, like, different guy to different guy. And for the most part, I dated guys that were like, because I was in ROTC, so I dated guys that was primarily in ROTC. I want to say I dated a couple other guys that were in like other things as well, but for the most part, I just stuck with the ROTC people. Well, if I wasn't sleeping with all the boys and not with them long enough, not really boyfriends, if every 2 weeks, but you would be seeing each other. Wait, I think I read that. Okay. Well, if you wasn't sleeping with all the boys and not with them long enough, not really boyfriends if every 2 weeks, but you would be, well, yeah, so, but we would call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, that's just the way it was. At least in my high school, that's the way it was, so, I thought I was hot shit in high school, too. I'll admit, I thought I was hot shit. And I had no eyebrows in high school. So, imagine what, like, all those people think of me now. But no, so, I don't know, like, I think mainly I think the guys wanted to be with me because, I think it was because they were like, could I last longer than 2 weeks? Sometimes I wonder if they had like a running bet to see who would be the longest one. But little did they know. But yeah. No, I only, in high school, I only slept with one guy. I just joined and all I heard was, she has really nice breasts. Well, welcome to my stream. My experience was more all at once than gradually. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, that was, especially when I was a kid too, like there'd be like little things like even video game characters, non-existent characters I had big crushes on, but then I'm like, no, I just have an appreciation for, like, I wish I had her arms, or, like, her breasts, or, like, her butt, or, like, her body in general, and, like, I didn't actually think that I would, like, actually be attracted to them because of those things. when I was like 5, if that, I would be insistent on my sister marrying me, and I still went up to 15 being like, what, me, gay? Never, nah. Yeah, no. I don't know. I just, because I dated like the different guys and I could never form those bonds and those emotions and everything. And I was like, I just thought something was wrong with me in general. And not saying that at all by any means. Asexuality is like, that means that there's something wrong with you. I don't think that at all. But I just felt like, I was so lost and I wasn't sure. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? You know? I never actually found any of them attractive. I would just point out random guys and be like, I like that one. Ditto. But also I feel like, okay, so I'm going to say this and I'm just going to like, I guess like not fully say it out loud because I don't know if I could potentially get in trouble. I know what I like. And guys could not figure out, even if I told them what I liked, they could never get it right. Never. Girls just know. Girls do. I mean, at least the ones that I have been with. Which isn't a lot. But, again, I make it seem like I'm a big slut, but I'm really not. It's also because I just have I have a connection issue in general with people, not just with guys, but so once I can form that bond with a person, then I feel good. But I feel like a physical attraction comes to me more than like an emotional one, or like I don't know, like just in my opinion, in my life, in my personality, I find physical connections far easier than emotional ones. I'm so sorry. For what? But I think all of my stuff just makes me who I am. Like, that's my story, you know? That sounds so lame to say. I felt like that was super cheesy to say. But, like, it just makes me who I am, though. So I wouldn't have it any other way. I felt like if I didn't grow up in the Bible Belt, or if I felt like, I mean, yeah, I feel like if I grew up anywhere else that wasn't a Bible Belt, I felt like I would have just come out sooner. Like, I would have just had the realization sooner than I did, but that's not the way it worked out. I remember the two best friends that I had in high school. We would all three talk about, like, guys and stuff like that, you know? Like, the guys we were dating or whatever, and they would always be like, oh my gosh, it was just so good, and, like blah blah, and you know, like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, and like that whole thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I remember when I came out, because it was so I didn't come out until I was, let's see, I came out as bisexual when I was 19, so that was after high school, of course. But so after high school, I didn't have we kind of all went our separate ways. So, I didn't talk to them after high school. We were like best friends for like 3 to 4 years. And we just, after high school, there's a lot of stuff that had happened though, to be fair, on all sides, not just theirs, but mine too. That we just lost connection for a while. And then, when I was 21, saw one of the best friends. She had just had her daughter at the time. And so I went over to her house, cause she also moved. So like, that's another reason why our relationship kind of like went different ways. But whenever she was back in town and she had her daughter and everything, I went to go visit her and stuff like that. And then I told her, and I was like, oh, by the way, I'm gay. And so I was like, I just wanted to like let you know or whatever. And she's like, oh. And I was like, what? And she's like, I'm shocked. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how are you shocked? I was like, you were my best friend for like 4 years. We hung out every single day for 4 years. Even on the weekends, we would hang out. Like, whether she was at our house or I was at their house, like, or, most of the time we slept in the same damn bed all the freaking time. And I think that's maybe why she was shocked. I don't know. But I'm like, how are you? You were my best friend for like 4 years. You didn't know? I mean, I didn't know for sure, but a lot of people were not shocked when I came out. Majority of people were not shocked when I came out, including my parents. They were not shocked. They had no reaction whatsoever when I told them. And then the other one, when I don't even remember telling her. I know I told her, but I'm trying to remember when I told her. I don't even remember. Maybe I just showed up with Anna and I was like, oh, hey, this is my... I don't remember if we were dating or if we were engaged or married at the time when we all, like, hung out again. I don't remember. Anna and I were together, so I was like, oh, hey, this is Anna. This is my partner. And then... I felt like it didn't happen that way, though, but I really don't remember. That kind of sucks. But I do remember the other one for sure. But... yeah, they were not shocked. They were shocked. And that's, I'm like, how are you shocked? We all, if not all three of us, were like sleeping in the same bed, or at least 2 out of the 3 of us, like, or whatever. I mean, but like nothing would ever happen because I didn't know I was gay, and like they were my best friend, so I had no attraction to them whatsoever. Even then, so for me, they come hand in hand. If I'm emotionally attracted to a girl, I will also be physically and sexually attracted to them. I mean, yes, I just feel like it's easier for me to be physically, and the physical and sexual come first. Usually, oh, that's funny. Usually happens first, and then the emotional part. So, like, oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna see if I can find that Tinder photo. Hold on. Or at least one of them. Like I said, I found one of them the other day. Oh, I love this photo. So this photo... okay, this isn't a Tinder photo, but this photo is the first photo that Anna and I ever took together. Isn't it cute? She's so pretty. That's the first photo we ever took together. Okay, let me go from the very beginning. Holy shit. There's one, but that's not really a good one. Damn, my hair was long in that. This was like okay, so this was pre-microbladed eyebrows, right? So this is me shading them in though. So they weren't too bad. I didn't do too bad of a job. But like this was one of them. That's one of them. That was, shit, how long ago was that? That was 4 years ago? That's one of them. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh my god. Okay, so this one's the real RBF, okay? This was, yeah. I was really skinny. Like, really, really skinny. Like, unhealthily skinny. So, oh god, this was, like, really skinny. Like, there's another one. These are Tinder photos, though. Let me tell you. Those are like, Tinder photos. I feel like Anna's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? I feel like that was it. I think I threw in, like, a family photo in there. A family photo. I don't think I threw in a dog photo or anything in there, but I think that was it. For the most part. Oh, that is such a cute picture. My hair was long too. It was long. The most recent time when I cut my hair as short as I did the last time, where it was like shoulder length. First of all, I hated it. Second of all, that's the shortest I had my hair cut in like 15 years or something like that. Because the last time I cut my hair that short was when I was really young, like middle school age or something like that. What have you had for dinner for the past week? Tonight we had mac and cheese. Yesterday we ordered pizza. It's a combination of like cereal and I made pot roast one day. I made pot roast Sunday. I don't know. That's pretty much it. The Silent Sea based Korean series on Netflix from the same writer as Squid Game is really good. I thought you should watch it when you have time. I'll try to see if I can. Like I said, just a lot of stuff's been going on lately. I haven't, honestly, other than reacting to shows, I have not watched anything outside of reacting. For me, emotional comes first. I'm different, I guess. The emotional part is the hard part for me to connect. Did you not eat back then? No, I did not, actually. You looked super bored. Because I couldn't smile. Like, I felt like if I smiled, it would have been weird. Because then I felt like a cheese ball in the mirror, like, taking my photo or something. I don't know, so I just always had, like, this, mental, like, this, I don't know what it was. But no, I didn't eat a lot back then, actually. You can thank Anna for that, actually. I don't know why I keep saying actually, but Anna... when we got together, I had like nothing in my fridge, nothing in the cabinets. I didn't hardly eat. And I wasn't like anorexic or anything, because I would eat. I would just only eat snack. I was never really hungry. Sometimes I just get in those moods sometimes where I just like, I'm just not hungry, and sometimes I just won't eat for like a day, 2 tops. Like sometimes I'll have just like a snack, like a granola bar or something to hold me over or something. But, yeah, I really did not eat that much. I was probably like it looked borderline anorexic. I wasn't. I still even had a butt back then. You just couldn't see it in the photos. But yeah. Now I feel like I've gotten I'm like way more curvy. Thankfully though, I love my body now, but like back then I don't know, I just didn't really eat that much. I mean, I would love to just be more fit. But other than that, I'm just curvy. I'm just built curvy. Cassie emotional? Nah. Yeah. That's my sister, so she would know. Yeah. I feel like you weren't emotional as we were growing up. Now I feel like you've gotten more like emotional as you've gotten older. I feel like I haven't really gotten that much more emotional. But Kenna, how do you like the camera, the new camera? Doesn't it look nice? Another bad thing is that you can't really see this light anymore, though. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because you can't really see it anymore. You can't really see the other one either. It's not on right now, but let me see. Again, excuse the, this happening. She's been laying there for a while. Oh, by the way, McKenna, did Mom tell you that, Anna has COVID? So, that's been fun. Oh, I was gonna turn on that. You can see it a little bit, but it's not as, like, bright as it used to be. I'll just turn it off for now. which is kind of a bummer because I really liked doing that. I really like having that light there, but oh well. I've got dog toys in here too. Can you even see that? Well, it's behind my chair. Let me see if you can see it. There's dog toys. There's a rope. There's his stuffed radish, I think is what we've been calling it. Oh, it's actually right there, but my finger doesn't look like it's pointing at it. So, stuffed radish, and then blankets, and and medicine, bowls, drinks. Oh, shit. Sorry, I've done it again. I have to be better about not slouching. But the thing is like the monitor is so low. But there's not, like, these monitors don't have the ability to be put on a stand. That's actually why I got it, because I didn't realize that they wouldn't. So I got this monitor stand thing, this thingy. And I originally got it for the personal monitors, but found out that my monitors don't do that. So, but luckily the ones from work do, so I just put them on here. Oh yeah, it's super nice. It looks like a panorama. I think that's the word. And oh no, I hope she's okay. My grandma is in the hospital and just tested positive for COVID too. Oh, that stinks. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, but she's fine. She, well, as fine as you can be. She tested positive yesterday. She originally tested negative on Monday, but then she went back yesterday to try, because she tested negative, she was like, well, I need to figure out what I have. But then they tested her again, and then she ended up being positive, so Mom was supposed to come pick me up yesterday, and I was like, I called her and texted her like 15 minutes before she was supposed to come get me, and I'm like, don't come get me. I was like, Anna is positive for COVID. I mean, I'm happy that I'm not like experiencing any symptoms or anything like that, but yeah, it's crazy. I've been just like taking care of her and stuff, so. But anywho. Alrighty, guys, I probably need to get off here in just a second because I am going to react to the second episode of Hawkeye. So, like I was planning on doing this morning, but it didn't really work out that way. But is there anything else that you guys want to talk about before I jump off and then see you in a week? Oh, I was gonna show you one last photo. McKenna, I was gonna show you what the actual camera looked like. Hold on. I don't know if you've already jumped off, but I'll show it one more time. Oh, now I gotta scroll all the way back down to the bottom. So it doesn't. I can't. Okay, there we go. Everything is backwards. That is the camera. It's super nice. Super, super nice. I'm taking a psychology of film class this semester, and I wish you could take it with me. It is so cool. Speaking of anorexia, we just finished the Netflix movie To the Bone. Oh, I haven't heard of it. Although, other than my typical shows that I've been watching, I haven't really heard of a lot of stuff lately. But yeah, I don't think I was technically, like, I wasn't that skinny. I wasn't skinny to the point of being anorexic, but you should do a vlog video of you making your pot roast. Really, really good news. Blue Diamond bringing more items to the UK in the spring. Oh, that's awesome. I feel like I'm a good cook. I feel like I'm a good cook now. I didn't used to be when I was like, I wouldn't say like when I was younger, I wasn't really that good. But I don't know. I think something just flipped a switch in me, and then I just ended up being good at cooking one day. I don't know. But I feel like it's not. I used an Instant Pot for that, so it's not like it was like a. It's not like it was like anything too crazy or whatever, you know. But anywho's, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here so I can react to that. I feel like that's it. I don't know if I'm missing anything too. The camera's so nice. Thank you. It was $600, so I mean, it's not like the most expensive camera, but that's $600 that I don't really have. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, let me jump off of here, and then I will see you guys next week. Like I said, if you guys ever really want to be in contact with me, Twitter. It's probably the best way. I'm debating my literature and social science class being my favorite. I like both of those, actually. But, alright, bye, guys.